Think in English mind training exercises. All right, everyone, welcome. Today, we're going to learn how to think in English. This is a super important skill for anyone learning English. We'll explore some fun and easy mind training exercises that will help you stop translating in your head and start thinking directly in English. What we will learn today: why thinking in English is important, simple exercises to train your mind, tips for everyday practice. Let's begin. Why think in English? When you first start learning English, it's natural to translate everything in your head. You hear an English sentence, you translate it to your native language. You think of an answer in your native language, and then you translate that back to English. This process takes time and can make speaking and understanding English difficult. Thinking in English means your brain starts to process English directly without needing to translate. It's like learning to ride a bicycle. At first, you think a lot about balancing and pedaling, but after a while, you just do it without thinking. Mind training exercises, let's get started. Here are some exercises to help you train your mind to think in English. Label everything. Look around your room. What do you see? A table? A chair? A window? A book? Instead of just seeing these things, say their English names out loud or in your head. For example, instead of just thinking, "That's a chair," say chair. Do this throughout your day. When you're walking, label the trees, the cars, the buildings. This simple exercise helps you connect the English words with the objects directly. Describe your day. At the end of each day, try to describe what you did in English. Think about your activities. I woke up, I had breakfast, I went to work, school, I ate lunch, I came home, I watched TV. You can do this in your head or write it down. Don't worry about perfect grammar. Just focus on using English words to describe your day. As you get better, add more details and try to add feelings. I woke up, I was tired, I had a good breakfast, I went to work, I had a busy day. Think in English during simple tasks. When you're doing simple tasks, like making a sandwich or washing dishes, try to think about what you're doing in English. For example, I'm taking the bread, I'm putting on the butter, I'm adding the cheese. This helps you connect English words with actions. Talking to yourself quietly in English is a very effective way to practice. Use English flashcards. Flashcards are great for learning new vocabulary. Instead of just memorizing the translation, try to think of the English word and its meaning in English. For example, if you see the word happy, think of a time you were happy and try to describe that feeling in English. Using images on the flashcards can help you associate the English words directly to the visual and not to a translated word. Watch English videos and listen to English music. Immerse yourself in English. Watch English movies, TV shows, and YouTube videos. Listen to English music and try to understand the lyrics. This helps you get used to the sounds and rhythm of English. Try to watch with English subtitles, and as you improve, try to watch without them. When listening to music, try to sing along. Read English books and articles. Reading in English helps you expand your vocabulary and improve your understanding of grammar. Start with easy books and articles and gradually move on to more challenging material. When you encounter a new word, try to guess its meaning from the context before looking it up in a dictionary. Reading out loud can also improve your pronunciation. Talk to yourself in English. This might sound strange, but talking to yourself in English is a great way to practice. You can talk about your plans, your feelings, or anything else that comes to mind. This helps you get comfortable speaking English without worrying about making mistakes. Imagine you are explaining something to someone or giving a speech. Think in English when you dream. This is a more advanced technique, but it can be very effective. Before you go to sleep, try to focus on English words and phrases. Think about your day in English and imagine your dreams in English. This helps your subconscious mind process English. While this is difficult to control, the more you practice during waking hours, the more likely your brain will process English in your dreams. Use an English dictionary. When you need to look up a word, use an English dictionary. This forces you to think about the meaning of the word in English rather than just translating it. Understanding definitions in English will expand your vocabulary in a much more effective way. Change your phone and computer language to English. This will surround you with English words and force you to read and process them. Every time you use your devices, you will be practicing your English. This is a constant, subtle method of mind training. Practice creating English sentences in your head. During downtime, like when you are waiting in line or on a bus, practice creating English sentences in your head. Think about what you see around you and create sentences describing it. Practice creating sentences about your feelings or your future plans. Join English speaking groups or find a language partner. Speaking with other people in English is one of the most effective ways to improve your fluency. Find a language partner or join an English speaking group. This will give you the opportunity to practice your speaking and listening skills in a real-world setting. Even online language exchange partners are extremely helpful. Tips for everyday practice. Be patient. Thinking in English takes time and practice. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results immediately. Be consistent. Practice these exercises every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are a part of learning. Don't let them stop you from practicing. Have fun. Learning English should be enjoyable. Find activities that you enjoy and incorporate English into them. Surround yourself with English. The more you expose yourself to English, the faster you will learn. What we learned today. In this lesson, we learned why thinking in English is important and how it can improve your fluency. We explored several mind training exercises, including labeling objects, describing your day, using flashcards, watching English videos, reading English books, talking to yourself, and using an English dictionary. We also discussed tips for everyday practice, such as being patient, consistent, and having fun. By practicing these exercises regularly, you can train your mind to think in English and become a more confident and fluent speaker. Remember, it's a journey, and every step you take brings you closer to your goal. Keep practicing, and you'll be thinking in English before you know it.